Netanyahu to go ahead with Congress speech despite criticism. Obama acknowledges differences with Netanyahu on Iranian issue. ISIS releases new propaganda video featuring hostage John Cantley. And grandson of Prophet Muhammad honoured on grounds of Israeli hospital. Shalom and welcome to the Jerusalem Post News. The top stories for February 10th. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu announced yesterday that he is adamant about going to Washington next month and presenting Israel's position on Iran to Congress.
בשעה שישנם כאלה שעוסקים בפרוטוקול או בפוליטיקה, הולך ומתגבש במינכן הסכם רע עם איראן שיסכן את קיומה של ישראל. לכן אני נחוש לנסוע לוושינגטון ולהציג את עמדת ישראל בפני חברי הקונגרס והעם האמריקני.
The announcement came amid reports that he was considering ways to get out of his speech, which has raised objections that his invitation by Republican Speaker of the House John Boehner without consulting the White House was a breach of protocol. Netanyahu's comments came as reports emerged that Jerusalem was entertaining ideas to amend the format of his address to try to calm some of the partisan anger it provoked. A PMO official confirmed that various ideas were being discussed, but that currently there was no change in plans. At about the same time that Netanyahu spoke, US President Barack Obama also delivered a speech acknowledging the differences with Netanyahu regarding Iran sanctions.
Now, I don't want to be coy. The Prime Minister and I have a very real difference around Iran sanctions. I have been very clear, and Angela agrees with me, and David Cameron agrees with me, and the others who are a member of the negotiations agree that it does not make sense to sour the negotiations a month or two before they're about to be completed.
Obama also defended his decision not to meet with Netanyahu ahead of the Israeli elections.
We have a practice of not meeting with leaders right before their elections, 2 weeks before their elections. As much as I love Angela, if she was 2 weeks away from an election, she probably would not have received an invitation to the White House. And I suspect she wouldn't have asked for one.
The Islamic State has released the latest episode in a series of propaganda videos presented by captured British journalist John Cantley, whose fate remains unknown.
Hello, I'm John Cantley. In the last film in this series, we're in a city that has been at the heart of the fighting since summer 2012. Today, we're inside Halab. And what we're going to find out is if all this bombs, all this fighting, and all this destruction has even slowed down the advance of the Islamic State.
Cantley has appeared in a number of videos posted online by ISIS, which has beheaded a number of Western hostages. He was first captured in July 2012, but was rescued a week later. In November the same year, he was captured for a second time in northern Syria, along with the slain James Foley, and has remained a hostage since. And about 50 Shiite Muslim pilgrims visited yesterday a tomb in which the head of the grandson of the Prophet Muhammad is believed to have been buried, now on the grounds of the Barzillai Medical Center in southern Israel. The hospital is known mainly for treating the casualties of conflict in the nearby Gaza Strip.
This is where we believe the head of the grandson of the Prophet Muhammad, Hussein's head, was kept for nearly 200 years. Our 52nd Dawri Bora leader, Sayyidina Muhammad Buradin, has built this mosque here to remember that spot. And his successor, 53rd Dai, Sayyidina Mufaddal Saifuddin, has kept preaching for us to come to these holy places, to respect, to pray for peace and humanity.
This is one of the absurdities of the Middle East. Here we have a sacred place for the Muslim, for the Shia Muslim. Peaceful people are coming from India and pray here several times a year. And on the other hand, 12 kilometers south from here, we have other Muslims that shoot rockets at us. Sometimes they coincide on the same day.
And that's it for today. We'll be back tomorrow with more news from Israel. Until then, shalom from the Jerusalem Post studios.